Hello everyone, my name is Shivani. I'm a Canadian licensed immigration consultant and I'm also the founder of Zeste Immigration Services Incorporation. We have proudly launched this initiative to offer free French language lessons to help on your Canadian immigration journey right here on this very YouTube channel. As you may know, French is becoming a key factor in Canadian immigration, and many programs now provide easier or faster pathways if you have strong French skills. Whether you're aiming for a Canadian work permit, direct permanent residency from within Canada or your home country to Canada, or looking to boost your CRS or PNP scores, French can open many doors. That's why we are committed to providing full French training from level A1 to C2, from beginner to advanced level, completely free of charge on this platform, on this very YouTube channel. We will be uploading videos regularly, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned and watch each lesson to get most benefit from this opportunity. This entire series is our way of supporting you on your immigration path, and your support means the world to us in return. Thank you, and let's learn French together for a brighter future in Canada. Keep watching this video to continue with your French lesson. All the very best for this lesson and many more to come.
For lesson 17, leçon 17. Nos objectifs de la leçon sont apprendre à utiliser les adjectifs interrogatifs. Quel ou quelle, E-L-L-E au féminin. Comprendre les pronoms interrogatifs. Qui, que, quoi, lequel, etc. Et pratiquer les différentes façons de poser des questions en français. So let's begin with a little recap of lesson 16, where we learned how to ask a question in French in 3 different ways. We had l'intonation, which was your tone of voice at the end of a sentence just heightens a little bit. For example, tu viens, avec est-ce que, so we would say est-ce que tu viens, and avec l'inversion, so where we're reversing the subject and the verb in the sentence to ask our question. For example, viens-tu? So that's how we ask questions in French. That's what we learned in lesson 16. Now let's dive into lesson 17 with our adjectif interrogatif. Quel is an adjective interrogatif, and it changes the way it is spelt based on gender and number, le genre et le nombre. Quel means which or what, and must agree in gender and number with the noun that it follows, or that follows. For example, quel sport pratiques-tu? What sport do you play? So, quel sport pratiques-tu? We are going to use quel, Q-U-E-L, which is masculin singulier because sport is masculin singulier. Now, if we want to use quel, Q-U-E-L-L-E, au féminin singulier, it has to go before a noun that is féminin singulier. For example, quelle émission regardes-tu? What show are you watching? Au masculin pluriel, we would add an S to quel. Quel livre préfères-tu? Which book do you prefer? Quel would be spelled Q-U-E-L-S. If we want to do féminin pluriel, same pattern, Q-U-E-L-L-E, and we add the S at the end for féminin pluriel. For example, quelles chaussures portes-tu? What shoes are you wearing? Now, when we're using l'auxiliaire être, so we talked about les auxiliaires être and avoir. When we are using être, or the verb être, we cannot use est-ce que. We have to use inversion, okay? For example, quel est ton restaurant préféré? We have est in there. We can't say Quel est ce que? Est. Quel est ce que? We're not using that. We're using the inversion. Donc, quand quel est suivi du verbe être, on utilise uniquement l'inversion ou la structure directe, pas est ce que. For example, quelle est ta boisson préférée? What is your favorite drink? Quels sont tes films favoris? What are your favorite movies? Quelles sont tes destinations préférées? What are your favorite destinations? So that's how we use adjective interrogative. Now we are going to see les pronoms interrogatifs. Qui, que, quoi. So those are the interrogative pronouns who or what. Now when we're using qui, we use that for a person. So it replaces who. For example, who is it would be qui est-ce. Who are you talking to would be à qui parles-tu. When you're using que, or in an instance where the word that's following the que has a vowel at the front or a silent H, we use QU apostrophe, QU apostrophe. That replaces what. So, utilisez avec l'inversion ou est-ce que. Que veux-tu manger? What do you want to eat? Qu'est-ce que tu lis? What are you reading? Qu'as-tu vu? What do you see? See how it was inversed there? And a starts with an A, so we had to use QU apostrophe. Quoi is what in an informal or end of the sentence use. So, for example, what are you doing would be tu fais quoi? What is that would be c'est quoi ça? Now we're going to go with les pronoms interrogatifs complexes. So they are interrogative pronouns that are a little bit more complex, like lequel, laquelle, lesquels, and lesquels au féminin. Okay? So, ces pronoms remplacent un nom et s'accordent en genre et en nombre avec lui. They replace a noun and they agree in gender and number with that noun that they're replacing. So you're not going to see it in the sentence. It's not there. It's replaced by lequel, laquelle, ou lesquels. So lequel is masculin singulier. For example, which one do you prefer? Lequel préfères-tu? Laquelle is féminin singulier. Donc, laquelle veux-tu? It would mean that the noun is féminin singulier. Lesquels, masculin pluriel. So the one that's spelled L-E-S, Q-U-E-L-S, masculin pluriel. For example, which ones did you choose? Lesquels as-tu choisi? Lesquels, spelled L-E-S-Q-U-E-L-L-E-S, are féminin pluriel. For example, which ones are you looking at? Lesquels regardes-tu? So now we're going to fill in the blanks. So I am going to ask you to choose. Choisissez le mot parmi. Qui, lequel, quel, lesquels ou QU apostrophe. Est-ce que tu vas ce week-end? Est-ce que tu fais ce week-end? Est-ce que tu fais ce week-end? Are we going to use qui, lequel, quel, lesquels ou QU apostrophe? Excellent. QU apostrophe because est-ce que begins with a vowel. Great job. Number 2, j'ai vu des peintures modernes et classiques. Veux-tu voir? Veux-tu voir? Are we going to use qui, lequel, quel, lesquels ou QU apostrophe? We are going to use lesquels. Which ones do you want to see is in English? We're going to use lesquels because peinture is féminin pluriel. Number 3, blank. Robe as-tu acheté? Les bleus ou les rouges? Blank. Robe as-tu acheté? Les bleus ou les rouges? Qui, lequel, quel, lesquels ou QU apostrophe? You're right. Quelle. Quelle robe as-tu acheté? Les bleus ou les rouges? Number 4. Nous avons plusieurs vélos électriques. Blank. Préférez-vous? Nous avons plusieurs vélos électroniques. Blank, préférez-vous? Excellent. Lequel? Vélo électronique est masculin. On demande d'en choisir un. We're asking you to pick one. Lequel préférez-vous? Which one do you prefer? Number 5. À blank penses-tu? À blank penses-tu? Qui, lequel, quel, lesquels, QU apostrophe? You're right, it's qui. Qui, à qui penses-tu? À qui penses-tu? Now we're going to have a little bit of fun. Nous allons faire une petite scène, a short dialogue for practice. Okay, so this is your scene en ville. So we're in town in front of a fruit kiosk. En avant d'un kiosque de fruits. So lucky for you, I'm going to be playing both parts. So I'm going to use a different voice for the female character and a different voice for the male character. Female. Qui est là? C'est moi, Rémi. Qu'est-ce que tu veux? J'aimerais acheter des pommes. Lesquelles? Les jaunes ou les rouges? Les rouges, s'il te plaît. Now translated, that would be, who's there? It's me, Rémi. What do you want? I'd like to buy some apples. Which ones, yellow or red? The red ones, please. And that's how the dialogue would work in this situation. Now we're going to do a little mini quiz. Nous allons tester vos connaissances. I'm going to say a sentence in English and you are going to translate it in French. Which sport do you like? Which sport do you like? In French, we would ask, quel sport aimes-tu? Number 2, what are you doing now? What would that be in French? What are you doing now? In French, we would say, qu'est-ce que tu fais maintenant? Number 3, which shoes are yours? In French, we would say, quelles chaussures sont à toi? Number 4, who is calling me? In French, we would say qui m'appelle. Number 5, which one do you want, the green or the red? In French, we would say lequel veux-tu, le vert ou le rouge? Great work.